Hi friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be a 3 looks with 3 palettes, but it's gonna be a 3 looks with 3 old palettes. I do sort of a Throwback Thursdays sort of series every few weeks or so, and I figured for this one, we would do a good old 3 looks, 3 palettes, but with like a throwback twist. Usually I do these types of videos pretty often, like once or twice a month, I would say, because there's usually constantly new things happening that I want to showcase and show you, and I just love doing these style videos because I love playing with eyeshadow, and this allows me to create like multiple looks with multiple different kinds of palettes and really test my creativity. But I feel like makeup releases have kind of been slow lately, which honestly I'm kind of enjoying because it's given me a lot of opportunity to play with old stuff, revisit things I haven't gotten the chance to in a long time. So I'm not minding the slower releases, which as I say that right now, by the time this video goes up, a million things may have launched or gotten teased, so who knows? That's why I haven't really done one of these videos in a while. But I figured I would do a throwback style version this time to kind of scratch that itch of wanting to do one of these types of videos again and also play with some old stuff. All 3 of the things I picked today I feel like have a really nice, pretty springy vibe, but also are just very old. They're ones that I haven't played with in a while. They're ones that don't even exist anymore, actually. So sorry about that, but the point of this video isn't to sell you something. It's to just have fun and play with makeup. As I say in pretty much all of my videos now, I highly encourage you to shop your stash anyways. Maybe you already own these palettes, maybe you have something similar, and one of the looks I do will inspire you to pull it out. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the 3 palettes that I'll be using in this video. First is the Game Beauty Adventure palette. This is such a cutie. This is such an old palette in my collection, and I obviously wore this one today if you can't tell, but this was fun to revisit, so it was fun to bust this one out. I literally can't remember the last time I played with this one. It's probably been years, so this was a fun one to get a little refresher with. Another one that I haven't played with in quite a long time that I have a lot of fondness for is the Lunar Lavender from Kaleidos. I do love this one, genuinely. It's such a pretty, more kind of monochromatic, purpley sort of palette. The duochromes that are in here are so pretty. I'm really excited to dive into this one again. And last, I have the Arttitude Cosmetics Metamorph. Now, this one I have played with more recently than those two. I feel like I played with this one sometime early last year, but I mean, that was still like a year ago or more than a year ago. I acquired this one about 1.5 years ago, but when I got this palette, it wasn't even a new palette. It was an older palette already at that point, and it's so pretty. These colors are so rich and splashy. I like the fun kind of garden butterfly theme, so I'm excited to play with this one again too. I thought this would be a fun one to have in the mix, and really just all 3 of these. I thought they were giving fun spring inspo, so we're gonna have some fun. Let's just go ahead and get into these looks. Let's get into this first look. I'm gonna start by priming with my Lethal Primer. This is the transparent one. I'm just gonna smear it on and blend it out. I want to dive into the Adventure palette from Game Beauty for look number 1. This is such a throwback. I've had this palette for a million years, and I have deemed this palette my favorite one that Game Beauty's ever done, and this was their first palette they ever did, and it's actually the only one I still own from them, just because over time the other ones just weren't ones I needed to keep around permanently, but this one has held up, but I haven't used it in a long time, so I figured this would be a fun opportunity. I want to do something kind of wingy, shimmery, graphic-ish, so we're gonna see what happens. I am gonna start with the XP shade and just kind of swirl that all through my crease just to get a little bit of a green background before we get into all the other stuff. This is an E45 from Sigma. I'm just gonna start fluffing this all through, just again, just for a cute little pop through the crease. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of a background. Moving straight into shimmer now, I'm gonna take my Beaute Bar Shimmer Stay. I'm gonna just kind of plop some across my lids, but I am gonna kind of manipulate it a little bit more strategically. I'm gonna take this big flat brush from the Ozzy Osbourne and Jolie Beauty collab, and I basically just want to have kind of a shimmery wing situation, so just kind of like roughly spreading this primer out kind of in the way that I want it to be. So I think I want Stealth on the inner part of this graphic-y wing, I want Boss on the outer part, and then I think I want the glittery shade Heal in the middle. So I think I'll start with the outside. I'll start with Boss, this marbly purple. I'm gonna switch to this Singe E07 flat brush just because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more precise. I'm also gonna start by pressing this kind of just in that very outer corner of the lower lash line. I'm actually not gonna do much with the lower lash line today. Kind of want to leave that a little bit blank. And then I'll kind of start fading this out a little bit. Create kind of the tail of my wing. This palette is getting a bit older, but I feel like I remembered this purple having a bit more oomph than it's giving. That's very kind of sheer, isn't it? It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just maybe not what I wanted for this moment. I'm just gonna keep trying to pile it on and build it up. We're gonna see what happens here. Okay, I feel like with enough building up, I feel like it's working, it's working. I'm gonna do the glitter last, so doing the front shade, I'm gonna take Stealth, this really pretty duochrome. I'm gonna go back to that Jolie Beauty and Ozzy Osbourne brush, and I'm just gonna take that. Oh yeah, see the difference in that? That's crazy. This is beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of pat this in the front part, still keeping this like top shape very rounded because I want to keep that sort of cut creasy sort of effect. I'm actually gonna just drag this all the way to the purple. I'm not gonna take this shade all the way through, but just want to make that top really crispy before I go in with the glitter. Kind of just blend that into the purple. Kind of like that. I think we're off to a good start. I mean, we're not really starting anymore. We're kind of halfway through, but it's going well. Taking that glittery shade now, I'm taking that on my finger, and I'm just gonna press that in the center of my lid. That is really pretty. That is really, really pretty. There was a time when I like hated a pressed glitter in a palette. Like it was absolutely the worst thing you could do in my opinion. But I have kind of changed over the years. I mean, it's very uncommon to see glitters in palettes nowadays. I feel like the rage people had for glitters kind of dispelled that a little bit. But I don't hate it the same way I used to. It's still not my first choice. I still would probably just always prefer a cool shimmer as opposed to a glitter in a palette. I feel like glitters can be kept separate, but I don't hate it the same way I once did. And look how pretty that looks. I feel like that glitter in between the green and the purple, that looks pretty cool. And last, I just want to take a little bit more of that Experience shade and make that my inner corner pop. Just gonna use this Blend Bunny L02 brush from the Lin's Makeup Looks collab. I fear I don't like the green by itself as much as I thought I did, so I'm gonna try to take like, you see that like white marbly part of that orange? I'm gonna try to dip into just that a little bit and use that to kind of lay over it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I feel like it just needed a little bit of shimmer. I feel like maybe it was too shimmer heavy of a look for it to have a matte inner corner. I don't know, it just looked a little unbalanced to me. I feel like this is better. Through in my eye pencil, this is Fluid Fig from Urban Decay. I just wanted to kind of play with a little bit more of that purple, and I think that was a good call. Threw on some of my little lash clusters, and overall I am really liking this look. Like I did think the purple was gonna have a little bit more pizzazz to it. I feel like it was a little more satiny textured, and I had to kind of build it up a little bit, but I think the overall end result looks pretty good. For lips, I was thinking something kind of brownie nude. I don't know, that was just kind of what I was in the mood for today. So I'm gonna start with the Pony Up pencil from Blend Bunny. I'm just gonna line and lightly fill in. Just kind of blending that with my finger. And then gonna take the Gloom Liquid Lip from Black Moon. Just gonna add a little to the center and just kind of blend it around. For a soft kind of nudie brown sort of look. I think that looks quite nice. Here's the final look complete. I do think it all wrapped up pretty nicely. I like seeing all the sparkles. I like the shape. I do love a purple green combination. I feel like not only is it very springy, but it's also very Beetlejuice. Anything I can give a spooky twist, I will. So yeah, I hope you liked this first one. Let's move on to look number 2. Let's get into look number 2. I'm already primed and ready to go, so let's just dive in. Look number 2 is gonna be with my Kaleidos Lunar Lavender. I'm so excited to play with this one again. It's been too long. Obviously, I'm gonna do something purple. I think I'm gonna kind of lay this darker matte purple all over the lid and blend it out with the lighter one. I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna use this Sigma E24 brush. Just gonna tap that off a little bit and just start packing this all over the lid. I am gonna lay shimmer all over everything, but I want just a really nice blendy purple base underneath it. I feel like I want this to be one of those looks that's like not a lot of effort, but pretty good impact. Getting ready for work. It's Saturday morning and I am sleepy today. I am so excited for some coffee. I need it. Running some of that on that lower lash line as well. Only about halfway across. And I'll kind of stretch out this outer corner just a tad bit. Taking that lighter purple now on the same brush, I'm just gonna take that a little bit more directly in the crease, just to fluff and blend and get that a little bit more diffused before we start laying shimmer all over everything. Yeah, I'm already really liking this. I feel like just a bold purple look today, that's the move. Taking this gorgeous duochrome shade, Oh, I love this color. And this is just gonna go all over the lid, and I'll just blend it in with the crease. I should have used my other hand. This one's awkward to fit on this lid. This is just such a pretty color. Oh, I love it. It's so glowy. It's so pretty. I feel like I can distinctly remember using this for the first time. I want to say it was like end of 2020. I remember being so stoked about this shade. Oh, just look how pretty. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And last, I'm just gonna highlight with the other shimmer shade. Just kind of plop that in that inner corner. A little bit of extra glow. You know what, I actually want to take some of that duochrome and also put it a little bit on that middle of the lower lash line, just for some more interest. Oh yeah, give it just a little bit more ethereal weirdness. I like it. I like it a lot. The pencil I used in my eyes, it's actually a shadow stick. This is from ColourPop. This is the shade He's All Yours. I thought it just kind of went with that glowy purpliness. I decided it was just a mascara day, and for lips, I'm thinking I want something kind of gray. I feel like that's what I lean into a lot lately, but it's what I'm in the mood for. I'm gonna start with the Torty pencil from Black Moon. I'm just gonna line and lightly fill in. I love this lip pencil so much. It's just such a good shade. Next, I'm gonna take the Laced lipstick from Melt. Just gonna plop that in the center and blend it in with the pencil. And I am tempted to just leave it like this, but I was thinking of putting the Free Fall gloss from Kaleidos over top. So let's maybe do that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good idea. This was one of those lips where like it was good either way, but I'm in the mood for the glossy shimmery look today. Here is look number 2 complete. I really like this one. I'm liking just the bold purple. I'm liking just the mascara. I'm liking the very cool toned lip with it. I think it's nice, simple, but effective. I feel like the elements are all just playing together really nicely. I love this little palette. I think it's so fun. Let's move on now though to our third and final look. Okay, let's get into the third and final look. I want to dive into the Metamorph from Arttitude. I just love this one and I'm so excited to play with it again. I think I want to do something that's very like bluish in the outer, and then I definitely want this pop toward the inner part, and then I really want this covering really most of the lid, maybe a little bit of this one. We're just gonna see. I want something very bright and bold. I've already primed, so let's get into it. I think I'm gonna go darkest to lightest, so I'm gonna start with Hybrid. I'm gonna take the E54 side of this dual-ended Sigma brush, and I'm just gonna start kind of creating a little bit of a V in this outer corner. This is where the majority of the depth is gonna go. And then I'll be kind of blending out from here. I'm gonna tuck a little of this on the outer part of that lower lash as well, and kind of stamp and connect up to that outer corner. So I'm gonna take Peacock now to start blending that out. I'm gonna take the E38 side of that same dual-ended Sigma brush, and I'm gonna take that pretty close and deep in the crease. I don't wanna drag it out too far just yet. I wanna use, you know, another shade to help diffuse this even more, but this is kind of where I'm gonna start getting that gradient and softness forming. I'm liking this. I'm so excited to add the brightness with this too. It's gonna be so good. Next, I'm gonna take the shade Flutter, and I'm actually gonna use that exact same fluffy brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off first. Just wanted something fairly large and floofy to help just buff and add that extra little bit of lightness to this gradient before we start adding in all the other brightness and shimmer. And then I'm gonna take Flight now as my final matte. Using the Sigma E45 brush, I'm just gonna tuck that right in this front part of the crease. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. That was a little too light-handed. Oh yeah, that's more like it. I just wanted a nice, fun pop of impact up here. Just add some more brightness, and not really so much contrast because they are right next to each other on the color wheel, but just to add just, you know, some more fun, some more playfulness. Moving on to my shimmer now, I'm gonna take my Beaute Bar Shimmer Stay. I'm just gonna add some of that on my lid. And I'm gonna use this Jolie Beauty Ozzy Osbourne brush to kind of spread it around, because I do want this to be a little bit more of a cut creasy look, like a half cut crease. So I'm kind of doing this windshield wiper motion in the front part of my crease, and I'll let it kind of fade as we get to this darker stuff. So yeah, I do think I'm gonna use Cocoon in the very front portion, but then I want Butterfly everywhere else. I think I'll start with Cocoon first, the lighter one. Just using that same flat brush, just taking that really just on the front third or so of my lid, maybe even the first half, because I'll kind of let like the in-between be the blend of the two, but really just like this front portion of the lid. It's just so glowy and pretty. I love this shade. I love this palette. And now taking Butterfly, that is so good. This is such a good color. And that's gonna go on the rest of my lid, kind of starting roughly at the middle of my lid, and then kind of tapping toward all the blues I put in the outer corner. That is so rich and so pretty. Taking a little bit more of Cocoon just to kind of get a good blend between those two shimmers. And then just making sure the outer edge of the shimmer is flowing into all my mattes nicely as well. And last, I'm gonna take Renew for the inner corner. Just a cute little glowy pop. Yes. This is exactly right. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. I love this. All right, threw on my little lash clusters. I also threw in my Zulu eye pencil from ColourPop. I felt like it fit the vibe nicely. And then for lips, I kind of just want something soft, pinky glossy. So I'm gonna start with the Foggy pencil from Unearthly. I'm just gonna line and lightly fill in. Just kind of blending that pencil out. And then I'm gonna take the Bon Bon gloss from Lawless. It's just kind of like a sheer, shiny pink. Very frosty. I thought it would be cute with the blue. Here is that third and final look complete. I hope you like it. I hope you've enjoyed thus far. Let's just zoom out and chat some more. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun revisiting these palettes and creating these looks. I feel like these were all very fun, kind of spring-esque sorts of vibes, and I really, really enjoyed it. You'll have to let me know what your favorite look was. I feel like I have to give it to this look. I'm just really, really into these colors, but definitely let me know what your favorite was. I feel like as a recap, I'm still very much in love with the Metamorph and the Lunar Lavender. The Adventure palette, I feel like maybe it's past its prime. I have had this for a very, very, very long time. I feel like, I don't know, that purple shimmer just wasn't really quite doing it for me. This green matte, well, I didn't think it looked bad. I did have to build it up a little bit more than I feel like I used to have to. I feel like maybe these shadows are just a little bit on their way out. I do still think this shimmer is really pretty, but you know I have other really pretty vibrant greens in my collection, and the glitter, while it's cool, it's just simply not something I'm reaching for all the time. So I wasn't planning on this video being also like a use it or lose it style video, but I feel like it inadvertently kind of turned into that. I think it might be time to let this palette go. I really, at this point, don't see myself wanting to reach for it again, unfortunately. I do still stand by that this was a great start for this brand. It was such a good first release, but I feel like maybe it's just simply gotten a little too old in my collection, unfortunately. The Lunar Lavender, I still love with my whole heart. The shimmers are so pretty. The mattes are solid. I still think it's such a cutie, and I feel like it would be such a wild parallel universe kind of day if I ever decluttered one of my little Futurism palettes, because I just cherish these so deeply and I wish they would have continued the series. I mean, they still can. Nothing is to stop them from coming out with another one at any moment. Please, Kaleidos. And then the Metamorph is just gorgeous. I love Arttitude so much. I've only been familiar with this brand for maybe about a year and a half now, and I am just so deeply in love with them. I still think this is fantastic. I love it wholeheartedly, and I love this look. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have these palettes? Which look was your favorite? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, out of these 3 palettes, pick your favorite and leave emojis to represent that palette. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN over there, and you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos. You're also welcome to hop over to my second channel, linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I'd love to have you. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep watching, I'll pop a similar one on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.